welcome to a quick ship tour of the Silversea Silver Muse and a short suite tour of Suite 508. This was not our first cruise aboard the Silver Muse. If you want to see if the Silversea Silver Muse has changed in any respect, I encourage you to go back and see my 2021 videos as we took a cruise aboard the Silver Muse from Seattle to Alaska and back. But this video is all about the Silver Muse in 2024, so let's start with a deck-by-deck tour. The Silver Muse has 8 passenger decks, with passenger accommodations spread out along all 8 of those decks. The Silver Muse can accommodate 596 passengers, served by 411 crew. Gross tonnage is 40,700 tons. She is near 700 feet long and 86 feet wide, and she was completed and launched in 2017. Now, truth be told, there is a 9th deck with at least partial passenger access, and that is Deck 3. Deck 3 is home to tender access by the forward elevators and stairway. Be sure to snap a picture of that important information before you get on those tenders. And is home to the medical center, accessed by the aft elevators and stairs. Well, let's get started with Deck 4 and work our way up. Deck 4 is home to 4 of the 9 different restaurants aboard Silver Muse and can be accessed by both banks of elevators and all 3 of the different staircases. If accessing the restaurants from the forward elevators or staircase, you are essentially entering by the back door and must walk through either Atlantide or Indochine to make to the maitre d's stand or the other 2 restaurants. If you come down the main elevator bank or the grand staircase, you are immediately faced with a small waiting area shaped like an octagon. From there, your choices are Kaiseki, a Japanese restaurant that in the evening requires a reservation and an upcharge of $40 per head on the Silver Muse. Directly across the waiting area is La Dame, the French bistro, that also requires a reservation and has an upcharge of $60 per head. On the left side is Indochine, the Asian fusion restaurant that, as rumor has it, may disappear once the Silver Muse goes into dry dock and be replaced by the new SALT Kitchen and Culinary Initiative. The largest of the 4 restaurants and the closest that the Silver Muse has to a main dining room, Atlantide features the most diverse of all the menus, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and features a full bar, as does Indochine. Stepping up to Deck 5, we find a few suites and the service hub of the Silversea. All of the guest relation areas are located within Dolce Vita. Dolce Vita is more or less the living room of the ship, has entertainment in the evenings, a full bar, and is a great place for before or after dinner drinks. Service areas include reception, and on this cruise, the always friendly crew would help you out with any problems that you may have. The shore concierge, or those folks that can help you figure out your excursions. The future cruise manager to help you book that next trip with Silversea, and the hotel director's office directly across from the cruise consultant. Deck 4 is also home to the Venetian Lounge, the main showplace on the Silver Muse. The Venetian Lounge is home to the lecturers and all of the headlined entertainment, as well as the occasional local headline act brought in to perform for the guest. Deck 6 is mostly suites, but is also home to the split personality Zagara Spa and Fitness Center. On one side, you have a fairly complete fitness center that features an array of cardio machines to help you run, walk, or pedal off all those calories you are stacking on every day. Grouping of resistance machines, as well as some free weights in the form of dumbbells. large room for Pilates or yoga. There's also a fitness consultant that has a variety of classes through the day that you can sign up for no additional charge or hire as a personal trainer. On the fitness side, there are also men and women's locker rooms. Keys to the lockers are available at spa reception, and right across the hall are his and her steam rooms and saunas that are open for everyone's use between the hours of 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. The other side of the spa is devoted to making you look good and feel good. Massages are available, as well as an array of other beauty and health services by appointment and for an extra charge. Moving up to Deck 7, we find a pocket-sized casino for those that want to test the fates with slot machines and table games ranging from poker to blackjack and even roulette. And at the aft of the ship is La Terrazza. La Terrazza is open for breakfast and lunch and dinner, but with a twist. Breakfast and lunch are served buffet style, while in the evenings, La Terrazza transforms into a la carte style Italian restaurant. La Terrazza features a large and inviting al fresco dining area overlooking the aft of the ship. Also on Deck 7 is the Silver Note, a restaurant that deftly combines a dining experience with a jazz duo. Silver Note is open late and stays open late, with jazz and drinks far into the evening. Deck 8 features more suites in a couple of interesting areas. If you are a smoker, that would include the Connoisseur's Corner, a cigar / high-end liquor / smoking area that features a comfortable indoor area as well as outdoor smoking area. If stogies are your thing, then there are plenty of high-end cigars available for purchase, along with a nice glass of Louis XIII 5-star cognac. The boutiques are also located on Deck 8 and feature a wide range of overly expensive clothing, jewelry, and that Rolex you always wanted for your birthday. Just beyond the boutiques and inexplicably right beside the Connoisseur's Corner is the Arts Cafe. The Arts Cafe is the best place for your premium coffee or snacks throughout the day and could even be considered a restaurant. Also close by is the Card Room. For those of you that are interested in bridge, there were 2 professional bridge players and instructors on board to give you those all-important bridge lessons. Moving up the ladder to Deck 9, we find more suites in the mysterious activities room. And while our cruise had very few children aboard, there were a few at different times, and the activities room is for them. I had no idea until I helped a young person who was too short to operate the oddly placed door handle gain entry back into the room. Right next door to the activities room is the Panorama Lounge, a more adult-orientated place featuring a full bar service and entertainment throughout the day and nightly. Deck 9 also houses the obligatory outdoor cruise activities like shuffleboard and, on the other side of the ship, table tennis. Deck 10 has a few of the larger suites and more of those outdoor activities. Deck 10 is also called the pool deck for a reason, featuring a good-sized pool and 2 hot tubs. The pool bar and the grill restaurant. The grill is open for lunch, featuring that standard grill fare of hamburgers and hot dogs and so on, and in the evening transforms into Hot Rocks, a Silversea exclusive where you cook your own meat on top of a hot rock heated to a whopping 750 degrees Fahrenheit. The top deck, Deck 11, features a few more larger suites, a not-to-be-missed restaurant, and this underutilized space, the Observation Library. Library has a few books, some board games, a bar that is rarely open, and is utilized for the Sabbath and non-denominational Sunday services. And the restaurant not to be missed is Spakanopoli. Spakanopoli is a pizzeria perched above the pool and serves the best pizza that I've found, at least, on the Seven Seas. The other feature of Deck 11 is the running track. So 8 laps around the entire top open track area of the 11th deck, or 12 turns around the funnel, is equivalent to 1 mile. Well, how about navigating the Silver Muse? It's pretty straightforward. Every deck is well labeled, and there are directories everywhere, usually near the elevators and the stairwells, and even in the elevators. There are helpful signs pointing the way to the various venues and the suites. And the artwork varies from floor to floor. Featured prominently and is spread out across the entire ship and ranges from the elegant to the slightly funky. There are fresh flowers everywhere, and even the staircases could be considered a work of art. Well, let's talk accommodations for a moment. There are suites on all 8 of the main passenger decks. They range from the owner's suite in a 1 or 2 bedroom configuration, all the way down to the Vista and Panorama suites, which are window-only suites. We stayed in a Veranda suite, of which there are 3 types. Ours was the classic Veranda suite. All Veranda suites are the same size, that being 387 square feet, including a 65 square foot balcony, with the major difference determining the type of Veranda suite it is and the price being location on the ship. For this trip, we were placed in Suite 508, conveniently located near Dolce Vita. When you walk in, every cabin will have a welcome bottle of champagne, chilled and awaiting your arrival. There is also a mini fridge in the room that can be stocked to your requirements, including any available wines or liquors. And in our case, a Grand Voyage welcome platter of sweets. The beds in the Veranda suites are queen size, and for me, just a little too hard for comfort, but they will add a mattress topper and pad for you if you request it, as well as customize your pillow selection. There is a well-appointed seating area with a chair and a small couch facing one of the 2 televisions in the suite, and this area can also be closed off by drawing the curtain that you see there between the bed and the seating area. There is a large walk-in closet featuring a chest of drawers and a safe large enough to hold your laptop and all your other personal electronics. The bathroom in the classic Veranda suite is large, spacious, has a tub, and a shower with a rain shower head and shower wand. There is a single vanity sink and a few shelves for your essentials, but no drawers. The 65 square foot patio has a clear, unobstructed view, other than the railing, of course. Features 2 chairs, 2 ottomans, and a small table. There are 2 42-inch televisions in the room, hiding behind the mirrors, and when off, they literally disappear. There's actually a good amount of desk space and plenty of outlets, as long as you bring plenty of adapters and your equipment will handle the 220 volt European power. There is a nightly turn-down service and your room will be transformed for you when you return from all that carousing around on the ship. So was there a difference, and had the Silver Muse changed from the end of August of 2021 to the end of 2024 when we had last journeyed upon her? Well, happily, at least cosmetically, operationally, and comfort-wise, I would say no. It's only gotten better. According to some conversations we had had with the officers on board, the Silver Muse is scheduled for dry dock in 2025 for updates and refurbishment. And as far as I'm concerned, I can't wait to sail on her once more. Well, that's it for our ship and suite tour. Please like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to be kept up to date with new videos as they drop. Next up will be more about Australia as we continue our tour with 2 more weeks in Australia. And shipwise, next up is the dining and drinking guide, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and check out some of our other videos, and as always, happy and safe travels from T's Cruise and Travel Muse.